Because here we go.
Okay.
Well, good evening. Oh, sorry, good afternoon, Pete. How are you today?
Oh, pretty good.
Do I see some new flags in the background there?
No, you must be from the Twilight Zone. No,
Oh,
just kidding.
okay.
No, just giving you shit here. Yeah, you should know.
I'm surprised they arrived so quickly, but yeah, we can.
I know. Yesterday already, it said airmail.
Mhm.
So the Stark, the
Well,
Stark, the Stark must have flew that quick.
it's definitely come here pretty quick, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're getting a good collection there. Getting a good
yeah, I
collection. I
know.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish I had a bigger background to add more stuff.
Well, yeah, what you can do eventually is if you if you're inclined to want to do that, you could build yourself like a frame,
Yeah,
and then bring the stuff closer if you want. But what I do is I use as I say, a frame. It's got a green screen on it, and I can put anything on the background. So
oh yeah.
at the moment, which bar in Manitowoc am I in at the moment?
Right next door to me, Berserkers.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
good.
the
Is that
tiki bar. The tiki bar.
okay? Is that anywhere near Schroeder's?
Yeah, it's Schrader's. Probably 6 blocks, maybe a little
Right.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Traders. That's where I got my tie from last
Okay.
week. Yeah,
Yeah. If you would have shown, if you would have showed me at a picture, I would have let you know right away.
yeah. The problem is at the time I couldn't remember the name of the store, could I? So
Yeah.
it was only when I what I did was I went to Google Earth and I tried to find the Family Dollar store because then I knew it was just down from the Family Dollar store, and that's when I
Yeah.
managed to find it. It was Schrader's.
Yeah. That store's over 100 years old. I've been in
Yeah.
there many. I've been in there many a times getting shoes and whatnot.
Yep. Excellent. So anyway,
I noticed the way I got my phone set up. You can't see my Green Bay emblem, but I raised it up a little higher so you can see the pics more in the background.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is that it goes without saying, of course, that if we keep doing this, then the Packers are going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay people are most upset that we keep going live because every time we do go live, the Packs keep winning. So I have every confidence in them tomorrow. What do you reckon the score is going to be tomorrow between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers?
Well, with the 3 or 4 inches of snow, I mean that's going to
Yeah.
probably stop Tampa Bay a little bit. But I don't know. I'd say Green Bay by at least 3 or 7 points. They're not going to get us like they did the first game. They kind of
Oh
wiped
no.
us out. They kind of wiped us out a little bit. But I think right now we're a much better team.
Well, yeah. I mean, not least the fact that last week the Pack beat the supposedly the best defense in the world.
Yeah. Hey, since you got the tiki bar, I'm going to join you.
Well, what are you drinking then? What are you drinking, Pete?
I'm drinking Bud Light. This is all I got, but I prefer Miller Light.
Yeah,
But I guess
yeah,
any light is better than nothing.
yeah. Well, I've got the. It's called King Goblin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
it's by the which brewery is it from? I think it's the Witchwood Brewery. Yeah, Witchwood Brewery. So it's a local, as in sort of here in the UK, and you've got Bud Light.
Yeah.
Um, Bud Light.
Yeah, Bud Light. Yeah,
Well,
I like, but
well that comes.
my favorite's Miller Light though. But
I'm going to say the Bud Light. That factory is right next to the courthouse, isn't it, in Manitowoc?
no, that's something else there. Oh, it used to be, but no, that was Budweiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually sold out. That's bought by somebody else now. So if you come
Oh,
down, yeah, so if you come down to the rally, it says something different now.
right. Okay. Yeah. No, that was somewhere that me and the dude were supposed to go, and they apparently they do a tour of the brewery, and we were going to do that, but
Oh yeah,
typically you never ever have enough time to do half the things that you want to do. But anyway, to both to yourself and everybody else involved in supporting Brendan and Mom, cheers. Now then.
Oh, hang on, I'll join you. Okay.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah,
I wanted to share with you some pictures. I got in touch with Becca, and she's going to send some pictures of various cars to Brendan, because these are the ones that supporters have sent in. So I thought we could go through the various cars, and you can tell me a little bit about them, because some of them are American, so I wouldn't really know much about them, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah, but there's a couple in there that I probably wouldn't know either, but we'll give it a shot anyways.
Give it a shot. Here's the first one. Now, is this one of these sort of Dukes of Hazzards type car? Is that
no, looks like
Camaro?
Yeah. Well, look, from here, it looks like a Nova SS almost.
Oh, right, yes.
Yep. Yeah. That's the kind I posted. That would be my my car but that would be my dream car.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And who makes that?
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, yeah.
Yeah.
And the SS stands for?
Chevrolet.
But the SS, it's the
Super Sport. Sorry about that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's pop the next one up then. So that's a Chevrolet SS, complete with the stripes over the bonnet. So what was it they had in Dukes of Hazzard? What was that car?
That was the General Lee, and that was a Mopar.
Was it? All right.
Mopar, I forgot, a 68.
Right, okay.
A 68 Mopar, but I forgot what the name was called.
Okay.
I haven't seen that show for years, but it was one of my favorites.
Yeah. Or actually, hold on a sec. Was it Starsky and Hutch that had the red with the black stripe red? Was that a Dodge Charger that they had?
No, that was red with a white stripe, and that was
right, yeah.
That was a Ford.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So anyway, so that's one car that's being sent to Brendan. So you think Brendan would be definitely seen in one of those? He would quite happily cruise around.
I don't know. I think his style is more of a what do you call it? One of them expensive ones. He told me one time, but I forgot.
Right. Okay.
Expensive. Really expensive. I forgot what.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
sporty, but
yeah. Listen, once he's out and compensated, he can have whatever car he likes. I'm sure about that.
My neighbor around the corner's got one of those. I guess they're really good gas mileage. I forgot what kind it was, but
is this one? I suspect that this is an American car. It's definitely got the Brendan Dassey sticker there on the side, and I think this is another Brendan sticker. So yeah, this is this. So you think he'd quite like that one as well, because it's fuel economy. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we've got next. We've got third up. Oh yes. Now maybe it's this one. This is one of our supporters stood next to her favourite car. Any idea what this car here is? I recognise it straight away.
I can't. I don't know. Is it something like an Oldsmobile? I don't know.
It's a Mercedes Benz.
Mercedes
Benz. Is it not? Was it not the one that was driven by Steve Austin, the $6 million man? You remember that they rebuilt him? Was that not the same car that he drove?
Yeah.
It's like a 5-litre sports saloon, 500 SL.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, so you think Brendan would quite like cruising around in this car as well, then?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi, Michelle.
I mean, it's as I say, it's Mercedes Benz, so it's German, but they certainly when you go further south in America, the cars last a lot longer because they don't have the sort of horrendous rust and stuff, do they? You know.
Well, yeah, you guys don't use salt. You don't have to use salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rust comes from the salt that we use.
Yes. Yeah. Same here in Scotland. You very rarely get cars that are very old because they just rust.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think this. Whoever posted this, sorry, this does not count as a car. This is a military offence vehicle, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's massive.
Yeah.
You
Maybe their favorite vehicle isn't a car. Maybe it's a truck.
it's definitely a truck, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
huge, and it's a GMC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just about make that out, but yeah, massive. I mean, the beauty of those, of course, is you're that much higher up, you can see more of the road, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So yeah, very nice.
And I'm sure you guys got great cars there in Scotland too.
Well, yes, there's some pretty smart ones. Here's one.
Oh yeah.
I'm I'm trying to think what car this is. It's definitely got the pop up headlights and it's got the spoiler at the back, but I'm not too sure what make it is. But anyway, it says Brendan on it, so it's probably Brendan's car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Would he want a green car?
Yeah. My car, my 72 was a green.
Yeah.
I changed the color. If you looked at it the way, I'd have to send you a video that I made where it was a real light green, and then I made it for a darker green.
All right. Okay.
Hi, Stacy.
Next. What car was this?
Oh, that's Burt Reynolds. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
Is that a Pontiac? That car?
Yeah. Kind of like
sort?
a Camaro. Kind of like a Camaro. It's called a T-Bird.
T-Bird, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things can fly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. So you think Brendan would quite?
Did you ever see any of the Burt Reynolds movies?
Yes. Yeah. I think I watched Smoking the Bandit. Probably a long time ago.
Okay, that was back in the day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trans Am. Yeah, Trans Am. They actually.
Trans Am. That's it. Yes.
Yeah, Trans Am. Thank you, Stacy, on that. There's people correcting me, so.
Yeah.
I know I'm not Mr. Perfect.
Well, you're not doing too badly. You're not doing too bad. I wouldn't be too harsh on yourself. Any idea what sort of?
I know.
What sort of car this is? Again, we've got the Brendan sticker on it.
I don't know. Looks like a foreign job.
It is. It's another German one. This time it's an Audi.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my wife's car.
Really? What kind of engine is on something like that?
Right. So this one is the 2-liter diesel, but the one that we had before that wasn't convertible was a 3-liter diesel, and a 3-liter diesel twin turbo, 244 brake horsepower, good for 155 mile an hour, 0 to 60, 5.9 seconds.
Now, is your car's front wheel drive too?
Well, this is front wheel drive, but the Audi that we had before that was 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I got a Saturn and I got all wheel.
Yeah.
I love that one in the snow and you step on it, they all grip in at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about this one then. Whose is this car?
There's mine. How do you like my green?
Is that your car?
Yeah, that's mine. That's the one I redid. I should have posted my old one and then my new one the way it looked like. And then that one, the taillights to the right, the guy that helped me, his name was Jeff Birchie. That's a 59 Chev, fine 59 we used to call it, where the taillights are behind the house there, they're slanted.
Right.
Yeah, he had a pretty old one too. Yeah. That's the finished product. That's a 72 Chevelle, actually a Buick Skylark, but everybody thought it's a Chevelle because I pulled the rag. They had this what do you call it? Kind of like a top on it with that was glued on. It was coming off, so I pulled that off. So.
Oh, like a vinyl roof.
Yeah, vinyl. Yeah. It was cracked and it was all coming off. Jeff said, "Well, let's pull this out and see what it looks like." So. Yeah, I helped him out. He charged me like $1,000 for helping him, and we wired in actually steel or metal and riveted in, and because there was big holes in the side, you know.
Oh, so when did you have this car? At what era?
Oh, let's see. I'm going on 62 now. I would say I had it when I was probably 20s, late 20s, somewhere in there.
So was Brendan ever seen in this car?
No.
No. Okay.
No, no.
Was that before Brendan?
I'm trying to think. This was way back in the day. Yeah, that was many moons ago. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything because it could be and it couldn't. You know.
Yeah. No worries. I mean, obviously, you know, my job is to try and come up with the most difficult and awkward questions I can possibly ask. You know?
Oh yeah, no problem. You know.
I mean, I think I'm doing a good job. You know.
Yeah, you are. Excellent job. Yeah.
Okay then, buddy. What's this one?
Mustang, Ford Mustang. Yeah. Looks like around the 69. I'm not sure. I'm usually a couple years off anyway. So.
Yeah. Definitely 60s anyway, isn't it? You know?
And back then I was telling somebody I like the engine size too. Like the engine size today, I don't know, it doesn't sound like a 5.0. I like it back where like the muscle cars, like the Chevy had a 350 or a 327 or you know, it sounded more carish. Now today it sounds kind of like a kind of family thing. I don't know.
Yeah. So this would be a 5-liter engine. What, a V8?
Yeah.
I remember back in the days when I was young, my dad had a Jag and he had the V6 Jag, but the one that he always went on about was the fact that they did the Jag with called the XJ6 and they did the XJ12. The XJ12 was a 12-cylinder 5.3 engine.
Yeah, back in the day, my brother Paul, when we used to live at home, he had a 68, 69, kind of like what the Dukes of Hazzard had, and he had loud mufflers on there. We can always tell when he was home because when he started it up, the windows would shake. So I don't know what he had on for mufflers, but yeah, it was a pretty powerful car. I think it was either a 340 or a 440.
Right.
That sucker flew.
Yeah. So that's a Mustang.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what is this. I feel I've seen it before.
You got me. I know it's a convertible.
Convertible, yeah. With it's a really long body, isn't it? Yeah. And I can't quite make out what it says there.
Yeah, usually if you look on the grill or something, usually the emblem, if you get turned around,
gives it away.
Usually the emblem would have something on it, but I don't know.
But I can imagine
maybe some sort of GM car. I don't know.
I can definitely see Brendan driving around in that.
Yeah.
Yep. Very nice. And what have we got next? We've got. Oh, what about this? What about this? Any idea what that is?
No, I can't see it. Oh, it looks like a small one.
It's not. It's a Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari.
And I think the model is a California. I think that's what that is.
Okay. Now, when it comes to the foreign cars, I had a couple buddies with Toyotas and that. Some of them foreign cars hold up pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a Toyota and he used to beat the crap out of it, and he could never, it would last a real long time. Yeah.
And I think we've got one more right at the end here, but I suspect it might be yours again.
Oh, is that Carolyn O'Brien? Is that? Oh, hi, Carolyn. Yeah, that's me. That's mine from the other side.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I believe that Becca's going to get all these photographs together and send them forward to Brendan, just to, give him a
Yeah, that's me sitting in there. If you're wondering who the guy is.
Well, I was going to say it does look as if somebody sat in there, but
Yeah,
it's
that's me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard to
Yeah.
pick out, But
Yeah, it looks like the car is up in the back because they had some air shocks in the back.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what air shocks are.
Well, yeah, they're the ones that mean that you can bounce the back of the car, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was trying to see if I had a pick around here real quick. I don't know what I did with them. The pick of the car you just showed me, my car.
Oh, right, yes.
I don't know if I have the pick still around, what it used to look like before I started, but I don't see it here anywhere. So
no worries.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, yes. There was, I can't remember what it was we were going to talk about. There was something I was. Let me just quickly do this while I'm thinking about it. Just make sure everything is working as it should be, because I always get paranoid about the.
Yeah, actually, you sound a lot more clearer before when we first started. I think you had your volume up a little louder, and then you'd kind of cut out. So since you turned that down, I see you don't have that anymore.
Well, not only that, but we've also got now apparently we've got stereo that I can choose. So I've gone into
really?
stereo.
You're in stereo? Wow.
Oh yeah. You got two of me, one in each ear. How about that, eh?
Wow, yeah. I got my stereo. Actually, my stereo is right on the side of me here. A different stereo.
Yeah. If we were sat in a bar and if Ken Kratz was to appear, I just can't imagine anybody warming to that guy. To me, he's just a really,
I know me probably to a certain extent. I just probably leave because I'd be afraid of starting something with him, and
yeah,
he's not really worth a hill of beans.
Yeah, I see a comment there from Avery and Chain saying, "Hey Pete, why do you think Steve is guilty?" Well, no, Pete doesn't think that Steve is guilty.
No, I don't put words. Don't put words in my mouth. I got a good friend, Dassey, from Arizona. She used to do that, and I'm not talking her down, but she used to put words in my mouth, and I don't like that. No, I never said he was guilty. I never said that at all.
No, I mean the thing is that what you've got to look at with, as I say, with both Steve and Brendan is, what motive would they possibly have, for attacking a photographer? None whatsoever. What did Manitowoc County have to gain?
I don't know, but she was actually, why attack her? She was actually going out there to help him. What was it? Sell a car from Auto Trader? I mean, She was helping the guy. Why attack somebody that's going to help you?
It's the thing for me is that we've got much as I dislike Ken Kratz, you've also got Ken Peterson. I really can't stand him either. And when he talks about the fact, it would be easier to kill Steve than frame him, I think that speaks volumes. That proves, that just proves that, that conversation has taken place.
That's called a cold heart.
Yeah. But I mean, it's as Dean Strang said, it is so debatable on so many levels. There's, to come out and say something like that is just really, really bizarre. But no, the thing is that what they tried to do with both Steve and Brendan is to suggest that somehow, this is Ken Kratz, somehow trying to suggest that this was all about the sort of the attack on Teresa was all about some sort of sexual gratification. And I just wonder, when you watched Making a Murderer, in the very last episode, we get a little bit about Ken Kratz's sexting scandal. And it always makes me wonder, people say, "Oh, well, the documentary they left a lot out," and I'm just wondering, if people actually look and see how much of the documentary is devoted to Ken Kratz's and its sexing scandal, it's only a few minutes. They don't even cover half. Well, they only cover the one incident of him sexting this domestic abuse victim. They don't even go into the fact that on one occasion he got in touch with somebody who he had prosecuted 10 years earlier. He decides he wants to go round to the house and to drink her beer and to eat her crackers and cheese and just to do whatever he wants with her. I can't help thinking, if I met him in a bar, I don't know what would happen. It's just to me the guy's sick and deranged, and I think what we're hearing in the way that he's prosecuting Stephen Brendan are his own sick fantasies coming through.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever have the misfortune of actually speaking to him?
No, I just saw him in the courtroom, and that time he said something about the key. That's all. If I had a few choice words about that, but no, I never really talked to him. No, I'm not usually a violent guy, but him I would like to punch out, but I'm not a violent guy. But there's a lot of people that don't like that guy, but I'm on the list too. But no, I wouldn't give the time and effort to that guy.
No. And when it all kicked off, were there any of the people investigating that did come and speak to you?
The only ones that really did was Fassbender and his sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say his buddy, but they always kept telling me tell Brendan to take the plea deal. He's he'll get out sooner and all that stuff. And I said, why? I mean, he never did a thing, So I remember we met twice on that night. I don't know why he just didn't get it through his head, through their head.
Yeah,
I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change anything. I mean, I know he was innocent from the beginning. I don't understand. They're just looking for somebody to pick on.
Yeah.
I just wish somebody would have picked on those guys, including Ken Kratz.
Well, the problem is that sometimes, and I think not just sometimes, but a lot of times, when they come and speak to the parents, they're looking for them to sort of see the fact that they're coming from the perspective of that the parents will see that there's a problem here, and the only way out of it is to go along with what we say. But when you're as honest as people like Stephen, Brendan, yourself, Bob, you're not gonna go just okay. Well, look, you just tell us what we're supposed to say. That's what happened with the guy Joss Redant that has the quarry the other side of the salvage yard.
Yeah.
They say to him, "Did you see a fire?" And he said, "Yeah, I saw a. It was definitely coming from a burn barrel." And they're saying, "Oh well, could it have been bigger? Could it have been much bigger?" And he ends up saying to them, "What is it you want me to say?" Is that what they were sort of saying to you? Suggesting,
probably, yeah. I would say so. Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody has to be there. Everything has to be their way. Yeah. Why don't they listen to the truth for once? Why does everything have to be their way?
Well, I think we know why they wanted to. I mean, when you're looking at motives, one only has to look at the fact that Steve and Brendan have no motive whatsoever.
No.
And you look at the other side of the coin, and you see the sheriff's department.
I guess to my ex-wife, she was telling me when we used to ride to go see Brendan in the other place he was at. She said that she was telling in Portage. She was telling me that before they picked on him, they were actually picking on my other sons too, like Brian and Bobby and Blaine. They were really drilling those guys, and they got them guys all upset. So
yeah, that's right. No, they. It's what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, we've got Steve. All we need is for you to turn on him and just give us whatever you want, and just everybody, become this spokesperson. This is what's really bizarre about Ken Kratz. He loves the limelight, and the reason we know that is because Michael Griesbach tells us in his book. He loves being on TV. He loves holding press conferences.
Well, yeah, look at that when the things first started. Bang, he was on all the networks right away. Yeah.
But what he then did was, they used to get Mike Holbach to do all these interviews.
Yeah.
And yet, hold on a sec, every day at court, apparently it was either Ken Kratz or Mike Holbach that did and they alternated. It was all to do with trying to get everybody to sort of a campaign in the media to get everybody against Stephen Brendan. And if they could have got one or two of the family members to go against it, then who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, I know towards the end there he was having some rallies, Ken Kratz, and as soon as people found out Ken Kratz was Ken Kratz, Stacy, that's bad, don't say that. Ken Kratz, I guess he was trying to hold some get-togethers because we were doing rallies, and as soon as he was trying to do a rally or something for the other side, I guess when people found out it was him, they didn't want to, no way. So I don't know if you ever heard about that.
Ken Kratz tried to organise rallies.
Yeah, it's
well, he tried to go
on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the thing is that he places so much emphasis on public opinion and the media, and what he's finally realised is that it doesn't matter about public opinion and the media. It's all about the fact what is the evidence in this case, and it's all being proven false. Every little bit of it. I mean, again, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this or not, but roughly, on the occasions when they managed to coerce Brendan into sort of agreeing with their point of view, and on one occasion they managed to get him to phone Barb and say, I just want you to know, well, we did it, and she says, well, you mean you did all of it? Well, no, we didn't do all of it. How long did that last before Brendan thinks, do you know what? There's no point in going along with this lies. It's clearly lies. He says himself, I don't know if I can, go against Steve on this. And any idea how long was it in his mind that he's got to go along with this, sort of testifying, the thought of testifying against Steve?
Oh, I don't know. I know he had to deal with it, and finally he had to say what he said. So to get them guys off his back, and well, what happened is he went with those guys, and this is where he got landed.
Yeah. I mean, it's really bizarre how something that Mark Codinett always picks up on is the fact that you've got somebody that in this situation of being confronted with police officers that are the supreme authority figure, and they're telling him we know everything, and all you need to do is just agree with us, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
And so he's been badgered into just agreeing and just agreeing, as in to the extent where it's taken as a confession because he doesn't argue back, because he doesn't have that sort of sense of, I can argue against these people. They're the law. They're up there. There's nothing I can argue against it. And as Mark points out, you've got this highly coercive situation where Brendan doesn't argue with them, and then he gets up on a witness stand, in front of the prosecutors, and he says no, it was made up. And yet because of the interview that was coerced it out of him, that carries more weight than him getting up on the stand and telling everybody, no, it's false. It's just,
did you notice that in that video when they were at the school when Brendan wasn't getting it, that they were pumping him harder and harder? They were getting mad at him because he wasn't getting the story.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to push it in his head, and the only thing on my mind is that he wanted to race back to finish a test that he was done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that was March 1st, but when you go back to the February 27th, it's when they first say to him, you must have seen something in the fire. You must have seen something in the fire. We know there was a fire. We know you were there. Steve's at the moment, he's dropping you in it. He's saying it's all your fault. People at the downtown at the sheriff's office and the attorney saying, "Oh, we'll just charge Brendan as well." So they finally have to badger him for, I think, about 13 pages of testimony of this transcript. They finally get him to say that he saw a body part, and it's a toe or toes. It's just ridiculous. It's he's telling them, no, it's we put rubbish on there. Black bags, it was rubbish. Now, here's something that I was going to ask you about, though. Glad you reminded me of this.
I like that word, rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark mentioned that he'd been round to your house a couple of times, and you mentioned that you'd had a fire. Now, I get a bit concerned when I hear about either Dassey's or, in the case of Carla, she says that she sometimes has bonfires. I get very nervous when Dassey's and Avery's have bonfires, because you never know what you're going to be framed for next. Okay.
Yeah.
So just you be careful, because they'll pin anything on you. They really will.
Well, I don't know. We had a couple in our backyard last year, and we never had any. But yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Our bonfires is much smaller, but
okay.
Yeah, okay. The big bonfires like those are pretty cool, though.
Yeah. What I suppose one of the things that I do wonder about here in the UK, for example, yesterday the bin men came and they took away the general rubbish or garbage or trash, what do you want to call it, and on last week on the Wednesday they came and they took the recycling stuff that was in the blue bin. What's the sort of refuge collection system like in Wisconsin?
Oh, for recycling, yeah, we got that.
Well, I mean,
too, yeah.
no, I mean, if you're living in a suburban area, if you're living in the town or the city, you have a collection system where a truck comes around and picks up your rubbish.
Oh, yeah, instead of rubbish, it's garbage. But yeah,
garbage. Yeah,
I got it. Yeah, I think ours is Wednesday or Thursday, and then the other side of the town is Monday, and yeah, they come by and pick up. Some things, if you're throwing a couch out and all our regular garbage, you got to put garbage stickers on. But recycling, they don't charge you for. But otherwise, yeah, each part of the town has a different day of the week.
And what would be the situation over at the salvage yard? Do they get a bin lorry? A garbage lorry comes out to them?
I don't know, really, to tell you the truth. I think they could probably burn all their garbage, but yeah, I would think a truck would come out to them guys and collect their garbage. Sure, I don't know which day, but yeah, because they live on a road like that, so
Mm.
Stacy, watch your mouth.
Now, which one's Stacy? Because I've never seen anybody called Stacy. Or is this on your other phone?
Yeah, she's not texting me.
Right. I'm going to say I don't see Stacy in the chat.
She's not on the she's not on the live chat, but she's on Messenger, and it drops down. They are Stacy and Rudy, and they're from she's just playing around. She just said she's from they're from Australia. They're from what I'm gonna flub this one up, but they're friends of mine, and instead of the live chat, they bounced on the screen. So they're from Flagstaff, Arizona. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please. And they're messaging me through messages, and it's dropping down on my phone. So yeah, don't you're not living in the Twilight Zone, Paul. It's something I'm getting and you're not getting. So.
What you need to do is you need to tell them they need to come on and post comments on the live video, and then we can see what they're saying.
Yeah. Dassey and Rudy, why don't you do that? It says sign into live chat, so they must get it or something. I don't know. Yeah, sign in so Paul can see your messages.
Absolutely.
Well, she said okay, so we'll have to see. Yeah, send us one on there. I want to see you. Okay, she said okay, so I'll let you know when I see one.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah,
good.
Excellent. She's working on it right now, I guess.
No, I suppose what I was going to ask was, they have like for example, Steve at the back of his garage, he's got this burn pit, which he uses for burning some types of material, and then others in the incinerator in the burn barrel. Can you give us some idea? People living in the country, what stuff would go in the burn pit, what stuff would go in the burn barrel?
I don't know. I mean, that's private land, so I don't know. In the burn barrel, something that would definitely burn, like paper and like regular trash, and I don't know. I guess you can use the burn pit for both things. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the burning sensation out there.
No. I just wondered if the burn barrel gets used sometimes for likes of, as you say, just general household garbage. But if
we could say that.
But what we discovered was that I think it was it might have been Josh Redant that had cut down a load of bushes at the side of Stephen's trailer, and that's part of what he was burning in the burn pit. Time when they had the bonfire.
Bushes and trees. Would probably be more for the burn pit.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be able to burn them in a burn barrel. At least you're going to have to make it all nice and small, and then pop it in.
I know you'd have to cut it up into real small pieces.
Yeah. I suppose that's really what I was sort of getting towards. Okay. So I think we've decided that the Packers are definitely going to win tomorrow, which I think the game is quite kind of early on in the afternoon, is it not?
Yeah, I think they said 2:00 somewhere in there. Yeah, I picked the Pack by 3 or 7, but it could be a little higher. But I know it's not going to be the same kind of game like they had earlier this year.
Yeah,
where Tampa Bay ran all over them. I just think at that moment we weren't firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Carolyn. Go Packers. I see. She's on there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And what did we decide as far as what was going to be Brendan's favorite car?
I don't know.
I think we thought that the Stang was quite nice.
Yeah, he told me a couple times what it was, but I just can't remember because his favorite car is a lot different than mine. But
right, okay.
Kind of like a real expensive one, like a Rolls Royce.
Oh, right, yeah. Good, yeah. So possibly a Rolls Royce or a Bentley.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It was some sort of a car that didn't turn me on, but that's that's them guys, But it was a very expensive car,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
Sean
worries.
Sean Morey. I don't know. You call him Sean Morey. Yeah, Boss
Maroney, yeah.
429. Now that's now that's how I like engine talk. Not today, but back then with the muscle cars. Like I know a guy that had a Buick with a 455 with a 4 barrel. And it just sounded more powerful.
Yeah. So, can you see some of the comments?
Yeah, I just saw Carolyn and Brian. Go Packers. Sean Morey bought. Is that his last name? Morey. Moni. 429. Yeah, it's still working. It just says, Graham Boss, Paul, do you think McGregor will get good hiding tonight? Is mine working?
No, which one's that? We'll come down to that one. Let's
Okay.
just post up some of the comments. Sean E. It seemed that Brendan thought when they find out it wasn't true, he wouldn't be in trouble, and he thought it was the only way he'd ever get out of the room was to agree with their lies. And yeah, again, just sort of simply not to argue. I mean, I suppose that the question is, Pete.
Yeah,
As
Stacy's asking me, how do you sign in? Do you sign in on YouTube? Yeah, I think it's YouTube, isn't it?
yeah. If you
Yeah.
if you subscribe to YouTube, then and it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. You simply you subscribe to a channel. You create a subscription. It doesn't cost anything, and then you can comment on YouTube videos.
She said she just got done saying, do you have to send her an invite? And I
No,
said, well, no, you just got to punch up. I always punch up your name when I'm trying to find it and whatever
yeah,
your show is coming on. That's
yeah,
how I showed somebody else that you're having this show coming on. Just punch up your name and then it's.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and then
I
if
don't
we
know. I'm
come
still new at this yet.
Hey, listen. The Packers want us to keep going because we're doing them the world of good, keeping them
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. And still, if they do eventually lose, if they do, I mean, things happen. I mean, we still can do a couple shows after. I mean, it's
Yeah. Oh,
it's up to
listen,
you. You know.
listen. As I said to you before, until Steve and Brendan are out, we'll keep going. We'll
Oh
keep
yeah, yeah.
talking about their case. Yes, I think Graham Moss is talking about there's a ultimate fight between McGregor and somebody else. So it'll be interesting to see who wins that. I must admit I won't be watching it, but I'm sure that we'll come across the news about it. But yeah, he could do McGregor. Oh, what's his name? He's an Irish fella, McGregor.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Ultimate Fight Club. I will be on
My
Wednesday.
brother's more into that. I'm more into like football or wrestling.
Huh. Yeah, well, I gotta say, so you quite like the wrestling, do you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So is that where is that where Brendan gets his love of wrestling from?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we used to watch Monday Night Raw together, but where he's at, you can't get that. So they got Friday Night SmackDown, and now it's on Channel 11, so you can watch that for 2 hours on Friday. Yeah.
Excellent. Listen, I'm going to say cheerio because we've been going now for
Okay.
nearly an hour already, and I want to go and
Yeah, I know it's later by you. I only got 3 o'clock, but that's why I
yeah.
wanted to come on here earlier because I know you got I got like 3 minutes to three. You probably got 3 minutes to nine, right?
Yeah, yep,
Yeah, so
yep.
I know your night is almost over with, and that's why I figured I'd come on here a little sooner. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm hiding it today. I'm kind of in a little pain today. I had
Fell.
a boat with I don't know if you know what a Roomba is. A Roomba, a floor cleaner. It's round. It travels on the floor.
All right.
A Roomba. Do you know what a Roomba is?
No idea.
Okay, we got a round Roomba. It cleans your floor. Well, last night I was walking around and sometimes it stalls out and I didn't see it, so I tripped over it and
Huh.
I stretched one of my legs and
Oh,
I tore
there.
one. Yeah, I tore one of my. Well, it's not ACL, but sciatic nerve, so I'm kind of suffering today a little bit. But yeah, it's a Roomba. It cleans the floor, and sometimes the battery goes out on it, so it sits right there.
Well,
So,
I'll tell you,
but I got to learn to turn on the lights at night. So
one of the best anesthetics known to mankind.
yeah. Oh,
And yes,
okay.
what finally, what I would like to reiterate what we were talking about last week. And yet, please do give my best wishes to, obviously, to Brendan, your family,
Yeah.
and also to Barb, and just explain that anytime that she wants to come on and have a chat with us about Brendan, and what it's what he's going through, what he has been going through for so long now. I feel bad. I keep asking you questions about Brendan, to which you say, well, you know what, I don't actually
I
know.
can't. That's
Yeah.
okay. What? Yeah. I just wanted to say hi to a couple people
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I talked to him Tuesday, and he's got a. I don't know if I told you on the last one.
Right.
He's calling me from a free phone number now,
Oh, right.
and it comes out over here spam, and we had it blocked. And Barb says, "Why are you keep hanging up on him?" I says, "I didn't know it was him, because usually when it's an inmate call, it comes up inmate. Well, this time he had a couple free calls, and it comes up spam."
Ah, right.
So we had to take the spam numbers off so we could order have it to come in so he can actually talk to us. He's doing really good. He wants that COVID out of here so we can come and
Yeah.
play We can come and play cards and shampoo and garbage. Do you know how to play shampoo and garbage, dear Paul?
I do not, but I am
Okay.
sure. I am
Okay.
sure that if we can get together and play it, you will teach me the rules. You will teach me
Yeah.
the rules eventually once you've beat me a few times.
Yeah. Are you a card guy or not?
Nah, no, that's the thing. I'm
No.
not.
Okay.
Listen, Pete. I had a very sheltered childhood.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
did.
Just wondering. Just wondering.
Yeah, I used to get into all sorts of scrapes, but not over card games. I must admit that's.
Okay.
No, I do know. I do know. So, obviously, when you.
Brendan's really good at cards. I was going to nickname him the Card Shark.
Yeah. Well,
The Card Shark.
yeah, I think he's learning off Carla. So I think she's the real card shark.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll say cheerio then until next time. Or
Listen, you say cheerio, and I'll just hit the end button. So you can have the last word tonight, Pete.
okay, I would like to thank everybody that gave me a comment on the chat. Sorry I didn't say hi. I'm still trying to get used to it. What I'm doing here is I got my other phone going. I'm using two phones. See if you can see it. There's the chat on there, so it's going up. See like that. So Paul told me I could use two phones because I don't have a laptop down here. I got two phones, so it's going and it's working. So I still gotta get used to it. So I want to thank everybody for saying good things about me. And somebody said Alice Inring or whatever. Sorry if I get your last name wrong. She says bye, Pete. Okay, bye, and until next time. Okay.